So, I haven't found like a way to write down how I'm feeling. So I'm just gonna say it in the form of like I pretend I'm talking to the person that I'm upset with. So here it goes. I'm not mad that you don't want to talk to me. I think your issues with me are completely reasonable and I respect them. I'm, of course, upset that we aren't friends anymore, but at the end of the day, I know that my actions caused me to lose that privilege, and that's on me, and I need to deal with that. Regardless, I do love you, but it's really not the time to say that. I'm just really sorry that I ever let those words leave my mouth. You've hurt me before, and I'm not gonna deny that. And you've hurt me in ways that some of them not as bad and some of them slightly worse, you know? Just looking at it like a statistical standpoint, I guess. But that doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I still hurt someone that I love, and that weighs the same across the board, right? So, you know, sucks to suck. I really fucked up, you know? And I feel really terrible, and there's not a lot of parts of me that don't feel like really like broken right now. I just feel like I'm a malfunctioning robot, kind of, which is super fun and not annoying. Everyone say hi to the kitty. It's the kitty. It's the kitty. Yeah, it's the kitty. It's the kitty. Yeah. She really keeps me going, you know? But, you know, if I'm not in your life and that makes your life easier, then that's what needs to happen. Because if I'm making your life harder and I love you, why would I want to stay in it? You know? I can look past like that selfish need to be like, but I care about you. Fucking hell if I care about you, you know? Like, you were really upset with me about something I did. And you have every right to stay as far away as you need to stay. And I respect that. I guess the part that sucks is I like, in the process of this thing that I said, I lost 2 friends, you know? But also at the same time, her not being friends with me feels like it was going to happen no matter what. She was going to have the awakening of like, this never ends well. And I would be like, yeah, that's fair. I hope in every universe that's how I would respond. But I don't know. But I don't know, it's just like when you really think about it, these are the people you thought you were inviting to your graduation party, right? Like, and they're not because they don't like me. And these are the 2 most inconsistent people I've had in my life, maybe other than my dad, right? So I should have seen it coming, and that's on me. But like, I just want to be loved. But like, people, you know, I want to be loved. I don't want to be too difficult. I don't want to be any of these things. I just want to be loved. It's all I want, honestly. You don't always get that, though. I wish you did. I've been through so many ups and downs with both of these people that it's like kind of weighing on me to think about like how away I need to stay now, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. But at the same time, it's just the consequences of my actions. So, you know, in my logical mind, it's like I should be able to accept that these are the consequences of my actions and move on because I can recognize that. And what's the difference between recognizing and feeling? If I can recognize that something exists, why do I feel some type of way about it? If I've accepted that it's on me and I need to grow from that. You know? So like, I don't know. But like, I'm never gonna beg someone to stay in my life because one, it's embarrassing, and two, it's selfish. I'm completely okay with my friendships ending. However, I also separate it from, yes, I feel some type of way. Of course I do, because I'm human. And unfortunately, I can't just listen to my logical mind all the time. I can't just listen to my logical mind and be like, yeah, you're right. I should just feel like, oh yeah, this is what happens because time move, whatever. In my logical mind, it's like, yeah, this really shouldn't bother me this much. But then in like my emotional mind, it's like, who fucking cares if it shouldn't? It's going to. And that's what's happening right now is like, this is the consequences of my actions, and I accept that and I acknowledge that, and I'm trying to learn from it. But I still can't shake the just genuinely so like sad feeling. And maybe the feelings themselves are like the consequences, you know, like if I didn't feel anything, then what am I learning from it, you know? Because it's like I have to go through this like major, like, oh my god, this sucks in order to teach myself truly, like deep down roots in my bones type of shit. Like in order to do that, I have to be upset, I have to be like traumatized, because that's how consequences stick, is tragedy. The only way you learn your lesson is tragedy. It has to be tragic. At least for me, this is what's true. The only way I ever learn my lesson is through tragedy. These things have to happen in order for me to learn and grow from them, and that's still on me. So all it's I open every door, and the person behind the door, the person controlling the evil robot, it's always me. I'm always the problem in my life. Yes, other people do shitty things, but the reason they're doing it is usually in response to something I have done. I've never been mistreated without some sort of notion. So at the end of the day, I am the root of all of my problems. And in order to ever be able to have any good friendships, I have to become as educated and as easy to deal with as I can be. Because if I'm not compartmentalized, if I'm not the ideal version of myself, I don't think anyone will ever love me. And I pretend to be fine with that. And I guess at the end of the day I am, but you know, like at like 4 p.m. you start to think like, well, I kind of wish I had someone to talk to right now. And you don't have someone to talk to because all your friends are in relationships, and the guy that you have been talking to doesn't want to talk to you in that way. And it's just like, okay, so I don't have have anyone to talk to, but they say I have people to talk to. I don't have anyone, but at the same time I do, so maybe I'm just taking people for granted and I'm greedy. I don't know. But if you were right in front of me right now, I would just like say, I'm sorry. Like, really apologize, right? But I would want you to know that it's like, I'm not apologizing so you'll forgive me. I'm apologizing so you can know that, like, I am sorry that I said that and it wasn't right. You know, like, I don't know what the point of apologizing actually is, guys. I guess it's like, I don't know. I feel like I just entered the Twilight Zone. Okay. But apologies. Well, I guess the point of apologies is, like, from my perspective at least, it's like someone has enough respect for me as a human being to look at me and own up to the fact that they fucked up. That's what an apology means to me. You know? But I think for some people, apologies might just symbolize, like, sympathy seeking, which in some cases is true. Or it might just be like a self-empowered thing. Apology doesn't always equal sincerity. Not every apology is sincere. Some of them, even if they feel like they're genuine, they aren't. The ones that they don't take accountability for their actions, those are empty, they're not real. They're just band-aids over bullet holes. In order for there to be any healing, there has to be acknowledgement of the wound existing. I don't know how I got here. But yeah, I miss you. And I'm sorry, but I really, 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 like, so genuinely hope that no matter what happens between us, I don't care if we hate each other, I still want you to do amazing things, and I think you will. Because you are one of the most interesting, just like emotional, like one of the most raw people I know. But at the same time, not. At the same time, yeah. It's like everything's so calculated, but it's so raw. Which is so cool. But yeah, I'm sorry. And I don't think you'll ever see this, so that's probably for the best, but if you do, this is why I'm doing this. Because it's been on my floor staring at me for like a week, judging me, and yeah. I don't know. Yeah.